Welp, Phaedra finally made her return to Real Housewives of Atlanta. And as you may have guessed, it gave absolutely nothing. Just like the rest of the show, despite all the hyping up everyone has done since Kenya's departure. And it's giving.
This is some bullshit.
Absolutely nothing. BS. I mean, every scene was BS except for Charles and Angela. And because you know why? Because Charles and Angela are exhibiting their real life. Angela is showing the process with her business of flipping houses and real estate. She's showing the ups and downs in that adventure.
Yep.
She's showing the losses. She's showing how it is. I mean, this is really giving us for those of us who are in real estate, this is really letting us see, oh wow, she's really keeping a good spirit about this. She's really, there doing the work. This scene is showing Angela's and Charles' life, okay?
Yeah.
Charles being there to support her, going on these ventures with her, with each house that they have to look at and inspect and see what's going on with them. And then the fact that she has to continue to lower the price. I mean, they are giving us some to look at. They are giving us something.
Yeah, it was certainly more than Portia going around the houses she can't afford, looking at 7, 8 bedroom houses.
That's what I'm saying. The BS of it all. The BS of it all. It's like everyone and the wonderful viewers in our comments are seeing right through it, and they're always saying, Portia, what are you doing? You can't afford that. Why are you taking us through this? And that's what I'm saying. The authenticity with Charles and Angela, and then this BS with this other looking at a house. I mean, and then that first scene, talking about the BS, the first scene with Shamia and Kelly. Oh, so now they're such best friends. Yeah. Look, so much so that every time you turn around, hey, best friend.
Please.
Hey, best friend. That is some crap.
It's fake and it's phony. And no one wants to see the phoniness. We know that reality show has always been scripted or prompted, but it's still like it used to be something where you could at least think that there was a little bit of realness to it. Now everything is just so fake, even to the point of Brit's little event that she did.
Oh my goodness, not even worth mentioning. Okay.
And the funny thing about it was she called it Bare and Naked. And when I heard the name of it, I was thinking like, isn't that similar to something that Portia has?
Yes.
And Portia has that hairline, Go Naked hairline.
Yes.
And the funny thing about it is I'm like, well, why isn't Portia saying anything? The producers ended up asking Portia, what do you think about the similarities between your hairline and Brit's shapewear line? And that had this been any other person, Portia would have called them all kinds of names, called them out, said whatever, because why are you trying to steal their idea? This girl ended up completely misunderstanding the question, which I know she is not that dumb. At least I hope she's not.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
But it just gave, it was like, girl, are you that desperate to stay on Brit's good side that you're gonna completely misunderstand or misinterpret the question and say, I've been here 11 years, there ain't no similarities? Well, that wasn't what they were saying. They weren't saying the businesses are similar. They said, what you feel about her using something so close to your name?
I mean, I can't believe she's that dumb. However, another thought is that she is trying to keep Brit on her good side because she knows that she was behind this whole Kenya exit with Brit.
Yep.
She used that girl to exit Kenya off that show.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, girl, that is not the question they ask you. They're not saying. She totally didn't address that.
Exactly.
She doesn't want to throw Brit under the bus because what? They are in cahoots together.
Yep.
And I'm like, you aren't that dumb that you didn't understand that question, Portia.
Exactly. And every other housewife on the show has since revised their opinion of Brit, because Brit has shown her true colors to them. Drew just did an interview, I think it was with Carlos King, saying that she don't need to be on this Real Housewives show. She said she should be something like rags to riches on a show like that.
Yes, she did.
Shamia saying that she's not a girl's girl. She wished Kenya was back. Everyone is saying that. And then when Brit does this thing that is, again, it shows her nature, her not being a girl's girl, her coming in and trying to take somebody's stuff by taking the name of Portia's product and using it in hers, Portia's established product, and using it in her unestablished business.
And Portia says absolutely
nothing about it. That's giving exactly what you said. That she's trying to make sure that Brit stays quiet about Portia's part in the Kenya departure from the show.
As you said, everyone else has seen through this girl and they don't want anything to do with her. And they're going to get their wish.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I don't think we're going to see her next time. If the show even comes back, if they don't get a hold of this and pick these ratings up.
Exactly. That was absolutely nothing. That whole little country club event that she had, oh my gosh, I don't believe that they tried to convince us that she was giving away plastic surgery to her employees for a previous trip.
Oh, no.
When this girl couldn't even afford to get hors d'oeuvres or for the rest of the guests. The ladies,
was so tacky.
It was so tacky. The ladies from the show were sitting in the middle of the restaurant eating while the other guests were sitting around with empty places in front of them. They didn't have any.
I felt so for those people.
It was like, what's going on? How are you gonna invite people to this event and not provide any food? I could see maybe if they didn't have full service where they were being served, but they didn't have drinks, they didn't have hors d'oeuvres, they didn't have a little dessert, toothpick, anything like that.
Oh, that was so tacky.
But she wants to convince us that, oh yeah, she paid for all of her staff's plastic surgery. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
They're trying to show, like, this lady, she's not what she's telling you she is.
Exactly.
They're trying to expose her the same way they, turn their nose up at Kenya doing.
No class at all. And this is what we mean. Every one of these scenes depicted absolute BS. And more so, I did not like Shamia going in on Drew's mother. I mean, this woman actually called Drew's mother, I think she referred to her as a mammy. And I'm like, oh no, you didn't. Oh, don't you dare mess with Drew's mother. No. Let me tell you, because Drew's mother, all respect given unto this lady, Shamia. Drew's mother is a pastor. How dare you?
Yeah.
That is a mother, a true mother. That mother is there for her child.
Right.
How dare you refer to her as a mammy? Exactly. And then, if that wasn't enough, she later on tells Drew that she can kiss her and then calls her a B. I'm like, girl, where is your class?
She has none.
You got all this on the outside. You got the material wealth. Where is your class, girl? You don't have it.
She does not have it at all. Did you see that outfit she had? It reminded me of that Jesse Williams. I think it was back in maybe 2016 or something like that, when he was on BET Awards and he gave this empowerment speech about how, for years the culture had someone else's name branded onto them, onto their back.
Right.
But now these people in the culture, as soon as they get a little money, they're paying to have these same people's names branded on their
Written
clothes.
all over them.
And the way she had that Balenciaga written off, it's like, oh my gosh, can you just please show some class and not just because you have money try to show everybody, oh yes, look at my label, look at this, I got this, I got this, I got that. She has no class, so she's the last one to be talking about anybody.
She is the last one, and I couldn't even get an enjoyment out of the outfit she had on. The name all over the outfit, the name all over. So that was a very good analogy you made about the Jesse Williams speech, and like, why are they plastering these names all over themselves like that?
Tacky.
When that was done in history.
Yep.
Literally.
Right.
And now they're wearing things, and girl, that was just too much. She didn't have to have that over there. It's like, girl, show some class. I mean, it's the same thing with the way she would be running up in behind Portia, and you got all this stuff, but you still running up in behind Portia. So yes, she really got me when she messed with Drew's mother.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate that at all.
Yeah.
So that was another BS scene.
Right. And then you have Phaedra's return. Phaedra's
and frack.
Yeah. Like whatever. As far as that's good. So they do this little sit down, her and Portia at Phaedra's place, because of course Portia can't film in her house. They do a sit down, and Phaedra goes all over telling about how she was sad the way she left the show. And we talked about this before. She had to leave the show because of that lie that she supposedly instigated against Candy and Todd, saying that they wanted to do something to Portia and put her in a dungeon somewhere. And we talked about this again in another episode, and we said that it's a possibility that the reason Phaedra keeps getting all these shows where she adds nothing to the shows is because she took the fall. She took the blame for Portia being the one who just came up with that mess on the spot, or who just let production have her say it. So Phaedra took the blame by saying that she told Portia that Candy said that. And
yes,
the way Phaedra came back on this show, just like saying, oh, she was sorry the way she left it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all she said.
That's all she said. It further gives credence to the theory that there's a possibility that Phaedra is not the one that ever said that at all about Candy.
It certainly does, because this crap here, it is not making sense at all. She gives a one statement about, oh, she's disappointed, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then now we got this phoniness of frick and frack, which I call fake and flake.
That's
okay?
Right.
This is fake and flake.
Yep.
And I mean, really, I believe, in my opinion now, that Phaedra is so ineffective, okay? And that doesn't make her any different from the rest of them on the show so far,
right
except Charles and Angela, who's giving their real life. Fake, ineffective, and to me, it just always seems like, girl, do you have anything other than the one-liners that you're saying? It's like, where is the substance there?
There is none.
I'm not getting it.
She spends her life being pretentious, and
I'm not getting it.
That's all it comes across as.
And that's what this comes across as. This some BS.
That's right.
That's it. That's all.
All right, let us know what you think in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.